Let's just jump straight into it, and coming in at number 10 is more of an honourable mention. Ryan and I managed to get 3 duos wins in a row on this night. We had really good loot, and we pretty much had even kills for the entire game. We picked off a couple of people around Loot Lake and Tilted Towers, and then we found the last guy on a mountain and killed him, and that was our first win. The next game didn't really have much action until I managed to headshot this guy right at the end of the game. There wasn't much action for me because Ryan had like 10 more kills than me for the entire game. We pushed on the last guy and he was an easy kill, getting us our second win in a row. The next game we landed at Pleasant Park, but then we quickly rotated to Loot Lake and we killed a couple of people there. We found ourselves in one of the last zones against the last team, and I got a good snipe on the last dude, getting our third win in a row.
No, 3 wins in a row.
Coming in at number 9 is a very special win. You see, this was my first ever Fortnite Reloaded video. It was actually Sam's first ever Fortnite Reloaded game, and it was also the first win for the 3 of us. Now, I had a bit of a messy start. Sam and I got knocked and Ryan managed to escape on very low health. Sam and I got respawned and the 3 of us headed towards Tilted Towers. The final zone was going to take place there, so we knew it was going to get messy. I got into a bit of trouble and I think I got knocked, but Sam and Ryan managed to escape, so I caught back up to them.
Oh my god.
We hid in this bathroom for what felt like an hour, and we kind of just waited there until the other teams got picked off one by one. Eventually though, we had to make our way to the last circle, and somehow managed to make it past all the other teams undetected, until it got down to the very last circle where things kinda got hectic. Ryan went down, but Sam and I somehow miraculously got the win. Coming in at number 8 was this game with Sam, Ryan, a random teammate and I. We got a couple of kills around Pleasant Park, but I think we stayed too long. A couple of sweaty teams arrived and we got into a lot of trouble. I had to shockwave grenade away, and from this point I pretty much was on my own. In fact, I think the 4 of us were pretty spread out, trying to survive against like full teams of 4 on our own. I spent the majority of the second half of the game on my own, just trying to get back to Sam and Ryan alive. I ran past so many teams, and when I got really close, I was shot down by one of these teams, and I thought my game was over. I thought I was dead, until teammates came to save the day and managed to kill a couple of people. I was on very low health, but I healed up, and I was soon back in the action. We fought against the last team, and started killing them one by one, until we found ourselves in a 4 vs 1. I sniped the last guy, and I think teammate finished him off, getting us another win. The number 7 spot actually takes place over 3 games. The first game went down to the very last zone, and we came second. The very next game, the exact same thing happened. Last zone, second place. The third game in a row, we landed at Snobby Shores and we were locked in, ready to win. We made our way to Tilted, where we were able to kill a couple of very sweaty teams. These teams were so sweaty they landed back on us and just killed us. A lot. The last zone was heading towards Dusty Docks, where things got even crazier. Teammate went down, then eventually Ryan went down, so it was just up to Sam and I to clutch it up. It was still sweaty right up until the very end. Sam and I boxed up and rotated to another circle, but we weren't safe yet. Some team had that stupid explosive AR, and I thought it was a good idea to use a medkit in the last zone. I'm just an idiot and got knocked, so it was up to Sam to clutch up in the 3rd game in a row in the last zone, and we won. Coming in at number 6 is the Hacksaw Ridge win. Now, this challenge involves one person carrying only meds and no guns, which meant Ryan and I, this game, could only carry guns and weren't allowed meds. We spent most of the game trying to give Sam as many meds as we could, as he was our designated medical man. We gave him shields, med kits, bandages, you name it, all of it. Ryan and I had to do all of the dirty work, and we killed quite a few people. However, when it got to the last few circles, that's when things started getting crazy. I managed to get another kill here, but his very sweaty teammate somehow managed to knock both me and Ryan. And because Sam had no guns, we thought the game was over. Luckily, the guy who knocked us ran away, and Sam took the opportunity to res us, and he gave us all the meds he'd been collecting all game. We were able to get our health up pretty high and found ourselves in a 3v1, the ideal situation. And of course, we were able to get the win.
Let's go. No way that worked.
Coming in at number 5 is this win with a bunch of randoms. It's the only win in this video where I'm not with any of my regular friends, and it's actually only one of 2 wins where Ryan wasn't there. I'm only putting this win in this video because I managed to get a lot of kills. There wasn't a whole lot of action, but I managed to secure 9 kills this game. I don't think I've managed to hit double digits yet, so I believe this is my highest kill game. And this little montage you're watching now is just each of the kills I got throughout the game. A lot of the action happened in Lone Lodge towards the end of the game, and I managed to get a few decent kills. Teammates also started stacking up in the kills, as you can see the kill counter in the top right. I managed to get a few more extra kills in Lone Lodge, and we actually lost a teammate, but the 3 of us managed to kill most of the last teams. We found the last couple of stragglers hiding in a porta bunker, and teammates ran in there and killed them, and we finished the game with a massive 33 kills. The game in the number 4 spot started off with a bang, and this was the only other game where Ryan wasn't present. But he did join us and spectated the second half of the game. Now my kill feed wasn't working at the bottom of my screen, like that yellow writing that comes up. I don't know why. I got a couple kills in this building, and we hid in some porta bunkers against the last couple of teams. I got another kill right there, and we found ourselves in a top 10 situation in a very small zone. At some point our teammate died, and I rotated to the porta bunker next to us. I was looking for a good angle where I could kill a couple of the last guys, and I found a guy up on the mountain. I pulled out the mammoth pistol and I knocked him, and this is where things start getting hectic. I needed the high ground, so I shockwaved up and did a bit of damage to this guy, but I was taking a lot of storm damage, so I slid down the side of the mountain, put in the damage, got a very lucky mammoth pistol kill, turned around, did some damage to this guy, got knocked, and Conor finished off the job.
Let's go! What a win, bro.
I thought I was gonna fucking die. Because I think I got like 3 kills in that last second.
Same.
Game number 3 was with Sam and Ryan, and we landed at Tilted Towers, where we managed to get a couple of kills, although we had to move when the storm started moving. Now, the last 5 minutes of this game are absolutely insane. I can't even put it into words. Out of the last 13 enemies, we killed 11 of them. And Ryan was the MVP, just getting kill after kill after kill after kill. Just look at the kill feed here. He was just popping off on another level. Not to mention the rest of us had really good loot, and we were killing people as well. Like, I had a scar and was like knocking people left, right and center. Our teammate even went down, but Ryan was so locked in that we were able to res him with no issues. We found ourselves against the last team, who stood no chance. Ryan killed a couple, and I found the last guy hiding on the bridge. I jumped up and made sure to finish him off. We finished the game with a massive 37 kills, with Ryan as the MVP on 21. Coming in at number 2 is this game when we landed at Pleasant Park. Now at some point a couple of us died, and when we respawned, Conor somehow got sent to the spawn island.
What the hell? Connor's at the bloody spawn island.
I have no idea how this happened, but it was pretty funny. At some point I got my hands on a heisted SMG, which allowed me to teleport, which I thought was pretty cool. I got into a little bit of trouble after our teammate left, but I managed to crawl to safety and Conor revived me. The 3 of us were still not out of trouble yet, so we hid in a 1x1 hut, but we were spotted. They shot at us, so we put down a porta fort, and a couple of guys pushed us, but we were ready. But the highlight of this game came when I actually put the heisted SMG to good use. I teleported to a medkit out of zone and brought it back to my weak teammates. I dropped it to them and they healed up. With a little bit of extra health, we pushed the last team. It was a very close fight, but luckily, Conor was able to finish the job for us. And coming in at number 1 is the only game in this video with me, Sam, Conor, and Ryan, which I thought was pretty fitting. Unfortunately, Conor did get killed, so it was just up to me, Sam and Ryan. We were able to kill some pretty sweaty teams in the end game in Tilted Towers, but we weren't safe yet. We soon found ourselves in a 3 vs 4, and we had very limited space. However, we did have the high ground, and we did have zone, meaning the other team had to wrap around and run in the open to get to us. We shot at them but didn't do much damage, and they shot back. We ran out of porta forts, so I had to go get the high ground. Sam tried to come with me, but he got downed. I put in the damage to distract them, and I res Sam.
I'm resing Sam, I have to res Sam.
Now Ryan was able to knock some with the help of the storm. And when they tried to push up, that's when things started falling apart for them. I knocked one, and they were down to 1 person left, and Ryan finished him off.
What a win!